what is it, November 18th meeting, 2024, from the Park School Board. If everybody could rise for the pledge. Mic is not on.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. The mic is now on. And I'm going to turn over to Jim and turn the mic on.
All right, good evening. Thank you for coming out tonight. A few things in the report. First of all, I want to congratulate the football team with their win over Burnt Hills, advancing for the first time ever to the regional finals, our first Super Bowl victory. So congratulations again to Coach Goebel and the team for making some history this past weekend. A little update on the Warrior renaming. Mark, who's here with us tonight, and Heath have set up some presentations by two of our vendors, and the same format that we're using as in past. We did the actual renaming. We have a leadership group that will be tasked with leading the effort to create the logo and the mascot. So we're looking to select a vendor in the near future, in the next week or so, and get going on that work. Very excited, and we're thankful to Jostens and BSN for coming in. They both do this work free of charge. So we'll be picking one of them to help us design the next step. Fleet electrification study, just wanted to kind of keep you updated that, especially as we're getting closer to budget season and turning the page on some of the things that we're going to be deciding. On the financial side of the house, the fleet electrification study application has been approved, so we can actually begin the study now. And we had a minor bus accident in October, and we really tried to take that event, which was unfortunate. Fortunately, it was very minor, no injuries, that type of thing, and use it as a lessons learned. There was a little bit of confusion, no one's fault, but just in terms of response and who and what. And it was a very informative, real life exercise, if you will. So what we did is got together, immediately convened it with our ambulance companies, fire departments, and law enforcement. As you know, with the 9 towns, we have multiple fire departments, we have multiple ambulance companies, and we have law enforcement at the county and state level. So we actually met in this room. The meeting was fantastic. We got a lot of really positive comments from the people who were there after the meeting, thanking us for getting it together. It was a meeting that's never taken place before, and some of the procedures were things that they've been operating on had been literally decades old. So it was really good to get together. We shared our plan with them, shared our procedures with them, and we are talking now about doing some other stuff, including a tabletop drill and just meeting kind of semi-annually to keep those lines of communication open. So really positive event. A lot of informal conversations that take place at those type of things that were really positive and have already led to some really good things. And Mark Primo in Transportation's already made some slight changes, things that went really well overall, but some things that we can do to make things better in terms of how we handle those situations. So overall, obviously not something we wanted to happen, but we tried to make the best of it by our response to it. This came out today. So NISCUS is the New York State Council of School Superintendents, and they do a survey every year, and they put out their press release today. I forwarded it to the board. It's rather long. It's in the board report, which is obviously in board docs on our website. I just wanted to highlight for you in red. So the red is me highlighting their report, so I didn't have to read the 3 pages to you, which I thought might get a little bit long. But if you look at the findings, it's I think very similar to the stuff that we're all feeling here. The first thing about pessimism and the financial prospects for the future, right? And future state aid being the primary cause. You can see the quote there, the first one talking about student enrollment declining. Sounds familiar, right? But needs of students growing. Again, sounds familiar in terms of what we're going on, in terms of issues that we're handling beyond academics. That was the first time I think they had the number in the report. 82% of superintendents responded they were pessimistic about the schools being able to provide services to meet their students, the highest share since 2016. Again, the report is rather lengthy, even the news release was. that bullet there talks about a category that we are partly in. We are not a high needs district, but we are unsafe harmless, as you are well aware. And you can see that number at 92% as one of the three pessimistic responses there. So I guess there's some shared pain that we're not alone, but you can see these consistent themes. When asked to identify all factors, 96% included inadequate state aid. So again, that first line there, as a district that cut AIS teachers last year, you can see academic help for struggling students. Steepest decline in share. Those question was phrased around areas you expect to see improvement. You can see that drop from 66 to 31%. Something, again, we've talked a lot about here. Student mental health remains high in terms of the priority level that superintendents across the state are giving it. And the last one that I highlighted was the options most widely cited as priority for new funding. Again, I think if we were to fill that out, that would probably be three of our top things too, right? Extra academic help, limiting or avoiding increases in property taxes, and the mental health services, and the need to continually fund them appropriately. So again, brand new, it just came out, and you might be seeing some of that in the press, but with the timing of it, I thought I'd get it in today's report and share that information with you. Some similar topics and themes that we are experiencing here. Moving on to our video.